everyone, welcome back. It's been a while, I know. First of all, thank you so much for the 250 subscribers. Now that it's been a while, it's kind of starting to rub off. Maybe it wasn't as big of an accomplishment as I thought it was, but then again, I have a habit of undermining myself all the time, so who knows. About the Q&A video. Right, a Q&A video. I was supposed to make that. And I did. I made 3 different Q&A videos, and I made thumbnails for 3 different Q&A videos and edited 3 different Q&A videos, and I deleted all of them. That's right. This is what we're going to be talking about. We are going to be talking about the undying habit of losing self-confidence. And I decided that if my confidence is going to go on a vacation 12 times a year, I might as well make a video diary and keep it in bag permanent somewhere that I can see it again and again and tell myself that I am worth it. If you are an online content creator and if you have issues with confidence and if you feel like you're not doing good enough, this video might just help you out, because here are 5 things that I have learned in the past few days on how to kind of get back my confidence as an online content creator, and hopefully it will help you guys too, so keep watching. Number 1, try to hold yourself back from drawing comparisons. As children, we have been brought up and conditioned to think that everybody around you who's working in the same field as you is a competition. Okay, like it's competition, you need to be cautious all the time. But here's what. Let me give you an example. You have a friend who has a relative, and the relative of the person has a really elaborate camera setup and a good quality camera and a DSLR and a mic and all of those things, and they are making use of those things to create content on YouTube. Now, even if you guys start at the same time, there is a chance that since they have really good quality of electronics and equipment with them, people might find their videos more aesthetically pleasing than yours. So you need to remember that when you are drawing a comparison like that, it becomes a very single perimeter based competition, and it will make you feel bad about yourself no matter what. When the quarantine started, a lot of my friends started making videos, and something about their videos was more aesthetically pleasing than me. So I took, I think, a month off because I just couldn't deal with it. I just couldn't deal with understanding what's going wrong, my way, and what am I doing wrong. And then I realized that I have limited resources, and I'm going to be making use of those resources to deliver the best of the work that I can. And if they have resources that are better than mine, then it's obvious that their content might be more aesthetically pleasing to look at than mine. And that kind of gave me some amount of assurance that I don't need to compete with someone on that basis. You know, I'm on YouTube, I'm creating content, my content is what matters, and that is what is going to make me go the long way. So you will be watching other people's content. So instead of drawing comparisons and feeling bad about yourself or underconfident about yourself, what you can do is be inspired by their work and feel that urge of, hey, those people have those resources, if I work hard enough, maybe I will too. And just go for that. Just be inspired and turn that negative feeling of comparison and self-loathing into a positive feeling of inspiration and working hard. That brings me to my second point, learning to own up to your mistakes. Now, YouTube has been a cultural phenomena for well over 10 years, and people who have been creating content since day one have gone through this intense learning curve and adapting and knowing that, okay, times are changing, so we have to change with them. And that is what. We live in a very, very dynamic world, and every single day opinions are changing, new things are emerging, new trends are coming up, fads are being taken down, things are happening. So in a time like this, you need to remember that if you have to go through that learning curve of being a YouTuber or any content creator for that matter, you will have to be very open to criticism. This does not mean that you just lose yourself to that criticism and walk back into your shell of self-loathing. That's not how it's going to work. That is what I used to tend to do. Every single time somebody would tell me that something about my videos was not right, I would completely just disappear for months on end. Last year, someone told me that these kind of videos are really boring, the ones I sit down and make and talk and all of that, and I just completely disappeared from YouTube for a year, you guys. You just need to be open to that feeling. You need to be open to that criticism, and you need to own up to it that yes, okay, I realize that I'm making videos that are too long or videos that may get too boring. So I'm going to own up to this, and I'm going to see where I can fix this so that I can go through the learning curve. It's important to learn from your mistakes, and it's even better if you can learn from someone else's mistakes. My third point, and probably the point that is most personal to me, is don't be doubtful of your craft. If you are a writer, a makeup blogger like myself, if you are a singer, anything, no matter what craft you come from, don't be doubtful of it, because there are enough people who are going to be doing that for you. Twitter is a sensation, and Twitter has just this entire group of people who categorize people as relevant or not relevant based on how many social, cultural rules they are conforming to. And sometimes it's difficult. When I started watching YouTube when I was 13 and I wanted to make YouTube videos on makeup, it wasn't possible for me because I didn't have, let's say, your standard makeup brushes or your standard beauty products, and I would replace one thing for another, and that is just how I would do it. And I have done that, and I still do that, and until last year I felt very self-conscious about it, because I knew people around me, my classmates or other girls I knew, who would talk in a very bad way about people who weren't conforming to these standards, and I felt awful about it. I felt so scared that I just didn't give it a shot. But here's what, I'm still using a kajal pencil as an eyeliner, and I'm still using my eyeshadow palette to do my brows, and I have a first copy of a Jaclyn Hill palette and I don't even care about it. And there are people who might talk behind my back about it, but there are also people who come up to me and tell me that, okay, because your videos have things that are so easily replaceable by other things, it is possible for us to do makeup. And that makes me relevant. That makes me credible, and that makes my craft good. I am delivering what I wanted to deliver, and as long as there's even one person who's learning something from my videos, it is a lot for me personally. So don't be doubtful of your craft because you are not conforming to some social standards. It doesn't matter. There will always be someone who wants to hear you out, and you have to work for them and yourself. That is very important, not just for the people, yourself too. Points number 4 and 5 are kind of interrelated. So point number 4 is trust the process. As I said earlier, being on YouTube is going to be a learning curve for every creator, be a small creator or even a large creator. There's so many changes, it's always going to be a learning curve. So when you are a creator who is as small as myself, like just 250 subscribers, you have to trust it. You have to trust the process, and you have to be patient, and you have to wait, because it's like there will be days that you make a video you're not enough confident about, and you still might have to post that because you're running out of deadline, or you just have to because this is a commitment that you made, and maybe that is the video that blows up and goes viral. And there will be days that there's a video you have worked on for like 7 days or a stretch and not slept at night and done the most you could, and it still gets like the worst viewer count that you have had on your YouTube. But either of those things shouldn't skyrocket you to like inflate your ego or absolutely crush you down to a place where you cannot get up from, because all of it is a part of the process. The ups and the downs and the positives and the negatives are all going to happen, and you have to work with it. So you have to trust the process just like that. And my 5th and my last point is try everything, like Shakira said. When you're a child or like a baby, like 2-3 year old, you kind of just can do things and experience and let your curiosity run wild, and the things that you learn at that age kind of just dictate the things you should be careful about and the things you should avoid and the things you should go for. So in a way you learn through those little experiments that you do. Similarly, when you're a small content creator, you have the liberty to do all of these experiments, because once you're a content creator who has like a huge fan base, it becomes your responsibility to be trustworthy and cautious and all of those things. So I'm not saying that you should let your creativity die even after you become a huge creator, but you should always take this moment you have as a small content creator to explore the arenas that you might not be able to once you blow up big. So those were my 5 points. I hope that the people who watched this video found it helpful, and I hope that you guys actually can take something out from this. I'm also linking some of my friends who are content creators who are working in music, makeup, vlogging, other stuff, who have been on YouTube, and they're making amazing content. So if you guys could check that out, I'm sure you will like something from them. And I have also linked some NGOs which are providing funds and relief for the AMPHAN tragedy that happened in West Bengal, and providing food to the migrant workers. So if you guys have the resources, please donate and do your little bit. And I hope you stay safe, stay indoors. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!